Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up.
We're back, StrawberryBlunt.com on AlixRadio.net. I love doing that.
Alright, so we're in the building. We have 88 Keys. He, of course, produced No Church in the Wild off of Watch the Throne, but that's not all he did, so don't only think that's all he did. He's got plenty more going on.
Like so many people do.
Yeah, I bet you everybody was just like, oh, he produced that song, right?
Yeah, I'm the new producer, a new kid on the block.
Okay, so let's start off the interview. I know that you've been getting this a lot, but you and Kanye somewhat of 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When you were both living in Newark?
Yeah.
Cool. Was he the executive producer of the Death of Adam?
Yes, he was.
But you produced the entirety of the album, correct?
Yeah. I hands-on produced every track with 3 exceptions where I had co-productions on there. Him not being any one of those. And he executive produced it. Like he helped me like rewrite the story, trim the fat, because like the album was initially 21 tracks long. We rewrote the story. He did like he executive produced my album like 26 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy. Okay, well he did appear on the single Stay Up, so we're gonna get into that really quickly and then we're gonna come back with that interview.
Sweet.
Okay, so let's get back into things. You've been producing since you were 14, right?
Hands-on since I was 15. That's me just being nitpicky.
Right. Okay. So you've worked with tons of artists, and so who do you get starstruck when you meet now? Like, is there anyone that you meet that you're just like, oh my god?
You too.
Really?
Until this day. Aww. And even now when you
to this day, like if he's in town, I hit him up.
Clammy palms.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I want to keep the breeze. Trap or what you want to run, whatever. Time tribulation,
like he and A Trap Request, they literally changed my life. Like I really wouldn't be here today had it not been for Q-Tip and Trap Request. Like literally.
The first beat you got credited for was off the MPC 3000, and you still use that today. So would you consider yourself to be an old-fashioned type of guy?
Absolutely. C3000 I use today is the same one that I acquired when I was 17 years old.
Oh
like
my God.
I feel like I'm just like on the hip hop purist thing, but it's my idea of what a hip hop purist is. So I'll never sample off of a CD or MP3s or YouTube. I ain't knocking it. I never do it. It has to be old vinyl. I still don't have Pro Tools or Logic. Never, I'm not interested in using it. I have the Roland VS2480 digital board.
It's really cool that you don't even use Pro Tools. I've never really even heard of that before.
Oh yeah, I'm 35.
and green.
I'm just beat after beat after beat.
Grinding.
And I'm on a whole new like beat high right now. I made like 50 beats in 2.5 weeks.
That's because you knew you were coming here.
I think so.
You had to impress
Speaking of beats, I read that a week before you sold your beats to Most Def and J Live, you were kicked out of your parents' house.
Yeah.
How did that feel to
Get in the dirt.
at that moment of your life not have the support or like go through that, and then like a week later you're like make some money? Like I'm good.
Nah, it was really crazy. Like actually, my family they're Catholic, and
And you're not anymore, right? You're
I say
more
I'm spiritual. Yeah.
I stopped.
You know
you.
everything.
That's crazy. Like I always believed in a higher power, but it wasn't up until that moment where I started to recognize like, oh, okay, this is how the world works. So I got kicked out, and this is going from, I haven't had a job since 1995. So I was like, man, what am I gonna do? Next thing you know, like 3 days later, J Live called me. It's like, yo, I just landed my deal. How much you want for this track, this track, and this track? And I didn't even know what to charge. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is actually like my third time. My second check was the Black Star joint, and I got good money for that. So when he asked me, I was like, $3,000, done. I was like, yes.
Would have gone
Gonna
for
go to the
5.
liquor store.
3 tracks, like each.
You're like, that's a down payment.
Yeah.
That's a mattress.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
10 cheeseburgers.
No, that's 10.
Oh, and then like 2 days after that, Mose called me and he just got his deal. So he's like, yo, how much you want for your tracks? I was like, 3,500? Done.
Oh my
You
god.
had a full concept for your album, Death of Adam.
Yeah.
Do you think you can elaborate on what the storyline for that was?
In the past, you know, I used to jokingly say, oh, it's about, you know, the P word.
You can say it. Punani, 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 punani.
More fun. Nah, I used to jokingly say it's about that, but you know, that was actually just kind of like reel the people in, and you know, just kind of like, you know, sex sells and try to get the attention. But it's actually way deeper than that. It's really like about the relationship, or how I view like current, you know, and current society's relationship, like you know, men, males with females on the dating scene, or you know, I just tried to touch on a lot of issues and a lot of stuff that I used to see around. You know, my wife is white, what he did, and
That was really
you
funny.
know, so people would think that my girl was like Latina or whatever, and I was like, nah, you know, my wife is white, and he was like, wife? He's like, so like they wouldn't be surprised that you know I have a baby that you know.
The Spanish
fact that
chick.
you're
That's cute.
married.
And yeah, like they'd be more surprised that I'm married than the fact that I have a cute baby that didn't look anything like me.